What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to League Racing here today. First off, I just want to apologise. I made a bit of a mistake in recording the Elite Series race, which you're about to see for Spec Esports. Long story short, I recorded qualifying, and for whatever reason, I haven't got footage of the race, so I'll just be showing the quick highlights that the game makes, so we'll run through that quickly and then we'll jump onto AOR, but let's go get into qualifying and hope for a good one. Alright, so here we are, qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. If you guys have seen my video from AOR at this racetrack, I think uploaded last Tuesday or something, I think it was, you will know we had a very eventful race there. Qualified on pole, basically last by the end of lap 1, and then all hell broke loose mid-race kind of, and somehow we won the race, but come across the line for our first run in qualifying. It was a pretty decent lap. We come in and we went out again. I decided I was going to do 3 runs on 3 sets of soft tyres. Into the castle section on our second run, we're in the wall, and that is not good at all, so that's our second run completely out the window. We still sit on provisional pole, mind you, so far we're still looking good, but we cut to the end of the session now. We're about 3/10 up on our provisional pole time of a 37.6, so hopefully this might be a 37.2, 37.3. Come up to the line and we set a 1:37.3. Pretty decent, could have definitely gone a bit quicker. We cut back to our rivals now, and Darren 11 goes pole on a 37.1, I think that is, a 37.2, beg your pardon. Pete Crichton in the Mercedes by about 8 thousandths of a second slots into P2, and we are in P3, so could have definitely gone a bit better, but all in all, P3 is not too bad. I want to apologise as well if I'm sounding a little bit off. I'm actually feeling quite ordinary right now while I'm recording this, so if I do sound a bit weird or a bit off, then yeah, I apologise for that, but anyway, P3 on the grid. I'll just give you guys a quick rundown of the highlights. 5 red lights, and away we go. The Mercedes got a pretty good start. We'll slot into P3 coming into turn 1. They actually collided on the formation lap as well, which was quite funny from my point of view, just to watch. But anyway, we stuck with Pete. Darren actually hit the wall in the castle section, and as you can see, we hit the wall right there as well. I couldn't catch the rear of the car. The rear tyres were absolutely shot. So yeah, front wing damage. So we come in, got that repaired. Out on the hards now. And as you can see, completely missed my braking point. Smash into the wall. Thankfully we only lost an end plate. I was actually anticipating losing a wheel then and the race being over, but thankfully we got lucky. So yeah, it was an interesting race. I think right now we're behind 40, I think this is. Don't quote me on that. Actually, we might, I can't remember. We're behind one of the Renaults. I think we might be behind 40 actually, I can't tell. Anyway, this was the most interesting point. 40 and Pete side by side into the castle. They collided. Pete went up in the air, Plevs with nowhere to go. We had nowhere to go either, so we rear-ended the Renault. Thankfully, I don't think we got any more damage. But, yeah, it's very, very interesting race and a very chaotic, well, chaotic's actually probably an understatement. I really wish I actually had all the footage from the race from my point of view, because, man, there was some crazy shit going on at a couple of points, but anyway, following 40, I believe that is in the Renault. Darren was actually comfortably in the lead too by a fair margin, and then he actually hit the wall in the castle section, damaged his car quite badly. He actually retired from the race as well. We got past 40 and were able to hang on for the win, so there's the highlights from round 4 of Spec Esports, the Elite Series. Bring up a screenshot now of the race results. We win the race from 40 and John Polainen in P3, so well done to those two. But we'll jump on now to the main event per se, Apex Online Racing, round number 5 here at the Spanish Grand Prix. Unfortunately, the race was not live streamed, so yeah, I don't know what went on there, but anyway, round 5, let's go to qualifying, hope for a good one, and see what we can do. Let's go. Alright, so here we are in the garage for qualifying of the Spanish Grand Prix. Strategy today, I think, is going to be one-stop mediums to hards. I think that's basically what every single person is going to try to do, not going to lie. I think if you went on the softs, then you're just automatically completely screwing yourself over, because you're going to be committed to a two-stop, and that's just not going to work around here. So we went out on the hard compound tyres, fueled up for about probably 3-4 laps. I think there was Chucky in the McLaren, kind of in an awkward spot there, but up to the line on our first lap on the hards, provisional pole on a 19.5. Can definitely go a lot quicker. Dubsy goes fastest provisionally on a 1:19.4 now. So we just cool the jets here, save a bit of fuel, save ERS, and then we'll go again and see what we can do. Pete Crichton now, fastest lap of the session on a 1:19.2 on the hards. We're going to come up to the line now, we're going to improve, and we go to a 1:18.9. Really happy with that, not going to lie. I think it was about probably 3/10 clear of the field by the time everyone finished doing their run on the hard tyres, so pretty good. The car felt pretty good. Did make a little mistake in turn 1 as well, so definitely time to find in that lap, but I suppose it's kind of just a banker in a way, really. But you know, so far so good. Car's feeling good, we've got solid pace. Our teammate Stuart McKenzie actually has some pretty decent pace as well, so hopefully he'll be able to back us up a little bit, maybe get a solid qualifying result, and I don't know, maybe try and hold a couple of guys up for me. But we'll wait and see what happens. Back in the garage now, and we're basically going to cut to the end of the session, and we're going to go out on the medium tyres. And this is basically going to be a one-shot qualifying for everyone. When you're trying to pull off this type of strategy, it's exactly what it is. It's just a one-shot qualifying for everyone. So we'll go out with about 3 minutes remaining. Fueled up the car just for one hot lap, and we're going to go for that now. So hopefully this can be good. Rumble on provisional pole, I think that is on the mediums. But down into turn 1, and we've run wide already, so already a mistake. Coming up around this long right-hander, we're not quite 2/10 up on our time, so we're still improving, but that was a really scruffy, just atrocious first corner, so definitely time to find. 1 or 2 little mistakes throughout the lap in general, but overall it's been pretty good. Up to the line, we go purple on a 1:17.996. And we cut to the end of qualifying, and that was enough to get us pole position for the Spanish Grand Prix. Darren in P2, our teammate Stuart McKenzie backing us up there with some really good pace in P3, so a P1 and P3 for Williams, so we were really happy with that. So hopefully he'll be able to convert that into his first points finish of the season, and a solid haul of points at that. But pretty good qualifying so far, so yeah, good start. So hopefully let's convert it into a race win. Obviously 4 wins from 4 races so far. We lead the championship by, I think it's 35 points, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's 35 or 36 points to Pete Crichton in second, who is actually down in 13th. He actually invalidated his medium lap, and his lap would have actually got him pole as well. He was about a 10th quicker than us, but at some point around the track he actually invalidated it, so he starts basically plumb last, so he'll have a tough time of it from back there, no doubt. So it's going to make our job a little bit easier, just having to worry about one real potential challenger. But in saying that, we know how aggressive Darren can be, and he's definitely not going to give it to us. We're really going to have to fight for this one, so it's going to be a tough one, but hopefully we can get a good start, get the job done, and yeah, hopefully it's a big if, but hopefully, maybe, we can get 5 wins from 5 races, but even coming away with a P2 or P3 wouldn't be so bad, but I mean, you guys should know me by now. I'm going to go for the win. I'm going to go full send to win this goddamn race. If I wasn't going to, then why the hell are you even here? But anyway, reforming on the grid now, and here we go. Awaiting 5 red lights for the Spanish Grand Prix, round number 5 of AOR. Away we go. Pretty even launch it looks like, but in the second phase we get a better launch than the Mercedes. We cover off to the inside. I didn't want to let him have the inside. Stuart McKenzie right behind us as well. Darren tries taking around the outside. We squeeze him not quite off the circuit. Didn't leave him a lot of room, but you know, that's the way that we tend to race each other, so you know, all's fair in love and war. On to the end of lap 1 now. We maintain the lead. I think there was a voice crack there, wasn't there? Jesus, that sounded horrible. But anyway, fastest lap of the race. We got a little bit of a gap over the Mercedes. Our teammate still in P3 as well, so he was having a solid run of things so far. Fastest lap of the race, 22 flat, pretty decent. On to lap 3 now. Come across the line, fastest lap, and then Darren sets the fastest lap as well by about 0.02 of a second. On to lap 5 now. Ooh, what have I done? I've actually pressed the change camera button here by mistake. Got to quickly switch back. Thankfully that was the only time I made that little mistake, but yeah, that was pretty stupid. But anyway, Darren with another fastest lap of the race. On to lap 6. On to the end of lap 6, we responded with a 121.5. This whole race really was just me trying to break away and get out of the DRS, and every time I got so close, as you can see there, he would just bounce back enough just to save his ass and keep himself within the DRS, and it was just a to and fro battle this whole race. But he took the fastest lap back off us there a couple of laps ago on a 21.4. We're on to lap 14 now. We're coming into the pits. I left it as late as I dare. Darren followed us. He's basically just mirroring us. It didn't surprise me at all. I mean, come on, we'd do the same. So hopefully the Williams boys can give us a good pit stop. It's a battle of the teams right here. Williams versus Mercedes. Hopefully we can get out ahead of him, and we do. 2.5 second stop, and we do. So we're ahead of the Mercedes. Crossley takes the lead of the race now in the racing points. Hopefully we can catch him pretty quickly and dispose of him pretty quickly, and hopefully not get held up. But at this point we had the biggest gap on Darren that we've had all race. So at this point I decided, right, I've got a reasonable amount of ARS, I've got a fair bit of fuel, let's go try and pump in a couple of really quick laps and see if we can just open that margin and try and secure this victory, because the second stint in league racing does seem to be a strong point for us. First stint probably not so much, or not as much as I'd like it to be, but anyway. On to lap 16 now, little lock up on the left front. You don't want to be doing that at the early stages of a new stint on new tyres, but to the end of lap 16, fastest lap of the race, 120.6, and Darren is out of the DRS window. He did have to follow Crossy for a couple of corners through that first and second sector. On to lap 21 now, and unfortunately, despite me going hell for leather for the whole race, he was able to just get back within DRS, and cutting on to the lap 31. This is where things start to tense up a little bit. There's basically about 2.5 laps to go. He's as close to us as he's been all race. I'm expecting a dive any moment. You see him coming in the mirror, fires up the inside, bit of contact. I wasn't really impressed with that at the time, not going to lie, but I suppose I probably did actually turn in, so can't really hold anything against him there. But lap 32, front straight, DRS, overtake Richfield Mixter around the outside. We retake the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. This is going to be a real close fight to the end. Who's going to win this? Darren 11 in the Mercedes or ourselves in the Williams. We beat one Mercedes. in the last race in Azerbaijan. Can we beat the other here today in Spain? Around the final corner now to begin the final lap of the Grand Prix. Fastest lap of the race, a 20-point flat, half a second faster than what we've been doing all race. But here comes Darren, pulls to the left, we defend to the inside. He turns in with wheel-to-wheel contact, rubbing all the time, trying to hang in there, but the Mercedes takes the lead. We're going to have to try and fight back here, lads, otherwise he is probably going to storm away. I felt like he was a bit quicker onto the back straight now. We've run a bit wide, overtake rich fuel mixture. I'm throwing everything at Darren now, just trying to maybe force a mistake, lock up on the left front. We're right with the Mercedes if he makes a mistake, and just trying to stick with him. I wasn't sure about the basis of penalties either. We've only got one warning. I know Darren had two when we come into the pits, so he may have a penalty, he might not. This is going to be really close. Darren is going to win the race on track, which I am pretty pissed about. But are we going to win the race on penalties? Yes, we do. Get in there, son. So there we go, guys. That has been round number 5, the Spanish Grand Prix today, here for Apex Online Racing. Darren wins the race on track, but unfortunately he has a penalty, so that demotes him down to P2. Not the way anyone wants to win a race, but we kept it clean, and that's 5 wins out of 5. So, good start of the season so far. If you guys enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, stay tuned for plenty more. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.